move on first down. Mayfield to throw it. Bryant with a catch right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball in a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. I have to imagine many defensive coordinators had a sleepless night trying to game plan ways to slow down Lamar Jackson. What do you think is the most effective way to try to do it?
Well, you've got to be a little counterintuitive because normally you're sitting on the wide receiver 1.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Andrew Billings busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. He's going to go up top again. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. These two teams all tied after one. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield, he'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. A give. This is Chubb. Stays on his feet. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On third down, Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First down. It's Patterson, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Mayfield looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because this is exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And lost 2, and it brings up 4. Jamie Gillen now on the punt. This is taken at the 23. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being
under pressure? They got him again. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Jackson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Steps away to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Second and 6, just inside the 30. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A gain of 22. On first and 10, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Once more, they turn to Patterson, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Landry. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now this throw caught left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Five yards remain on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patterson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give, right side. Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Tucker with the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. Handoff comes to Chubb. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd and 1, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 39 that time. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, time to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point.